Hello folks, and welcome to the PageTiger tutorial. My name is Dave and I'm going to walk you through the mystery that is the PageTiger document. So in the last video, which I hope you watched, we are looking at how to create a PageTiger document from pretty much a template, or they call it a layout library, where you had no freedom in moving pictures about or adding new pictures, but you could change the current pictures and you could change the current text. So it's great if you just want that basic template to work off. But if you want something more robust or more kind of creative or more an expression of of what it is you're trying to do, then the fully editable version is probably the better way to go. So without further ado, let's just get on with it. So I'm going to go to Create Document and down to PageTiger Designer. Sorry. Click that, and then this will give us our design options. As you can see here, we have the layout library and we also have the fully editable, and we want to click on the fully editable tab. You can see we have more templates here. You could select one of these templates and then just modify it to your heart's content. This might be a great way to do it for some folk. My concern is always that people might do things in a different way and it becomes confusion and you spend more time unpicking what somebody else has done, or what the template has done, and less time actually creating your own vision. So I'm just going to click on blank template here, and much like in the layout library, we have this, but instead of a nice picture, we just have a blank design, as you might expect. Under Express, we just want to put in the name, and under Style, once again, we're sticking to the Belfast Trust ones at the minute. You have the options for Book Toolbar Top. Now we talked about this in the last video about the difference between the scroll option and the button change option. I've told you before that I prefer this method because it's cleaner, it's tidier, people kind of know where they are. It's quicker to download on a mobile phone. If they're using it live. So that's my preference, so I'm just going to stick with that. Down here, the design settings, page size. Now we have to remember here that this is not centimeters, this is points. Okay, we're not going to get into the complexities of the difference between points and centimeters, but you can select, so if it's a brochure you're creating, you can select A4, which of course is 21 centimeters by 29.7 centimeters. We can select portrait or landscape. Now each page will be portrait or landscape, so it's not including the fold. So we will put it in as portrait. So we'll have a nice tidy A4 pages on either side of the fold, and we're going to click Create Version. Once again, I kind of like having a single page to begin with, but work with your preference, whatever you prefer. And just to quickly show you, we're going to add 2 other pages, and we can do that over here on the right hand side where it says Pages. We can just right click on it might be white space for you, it's gray space for me, and we go to blank, select a double page, make sure that it's after page 1, not before page 1, after page 1, and insert pages. So now we have a single page and we have a double spread. Okay, much like in the layout library version, we have content, interactivity, preview, page preview, and version preview. But in this version, in this fully editable version, we also have design. So normally in the previous in the template version, we would only be able to use these 4 options. In this version, we have a 5th option, which is design, and you can see it's nicely ruled out with grids. So this is the center line that splits the 2 pages, because we are on page 2 or 3. So this would be page 2, this would be page 3, and we have this line here that splits the page 2 in half, and this splits page 3 in half. So you can use these as guides to kind of make sure your layout is very nice. Now, this is pretty much all I want to do at this point, because what we're showing you is how to create both types of document. And there's the front page with this center line, which shows us how to split So these are just guides. So when we look at it, it'll actually look like this, rather than this. So when we actually publish it, it will look like this. And the same with I mean, that's the page view there. And if we switch to the second and third page, you see we have that broader, that double spread. But because we have no images on it, because we have no words on it, because we have really nothing on it at the minute, we can now use the update document button, because we have no copyright material on here. So we can work away and just click update document. It will update the design, and that is our document ready for use next time. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for following along if you did. And I look forward to seeing you in the next tutorial.